everyone, and welcome to another episode of On the Couch with the Fat Man. I'm, of course, the Fat Man, and
I'm Burns.
And I am Lee.
Today we're going to be talking about something about the site that's a little bit more personal. It's about the delays. I haven't done any reviews yet, and that was originally the entire point of this site, was to do reviews on some of our favorite movies. I haven't been able to do it yet just because I think I personally suck at writing reviews. Now, of course, that's being changed, but I can't really start it yet unless I know what to work on. So we're going to open up the panel here. Let's go with Lee first. Lee, if I'm going to be doing a review, or if we are going to be doing a review on something, what movies would you like to see us do?
Well, it depends, really. Are we referring to only doing bad movies like the original premise was set up, or horror movies that we would like to discuss?
Well, that's kind of tough. Originally, I thought it was going to be just just bad horror movies. Then I thought, no, it's just going to be horror movies. Then I thought, no, I'd really like to do things on the remakes of horror movies and do something that I wanted to call Dying Breed, which was the originals are great, the remakes are shit. But let's just say any horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, then I would personally like to do a remake. I know this isn't a proper zombie, but I personally like to do a review on the original Night of the Dead.
I'll show off the bobblehead a little bit. This is from my personal collection of bobbleheads, by the way.
He's a bobble
We're going to be
freak.
smashing these later.
Oh, God, no. But you said Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
The original, black and white, George Romero's first zombie film.
Yes. With the little puddle of psychotic clay that was the female actress. But my favorite character out of it was Ben, the black man that actually held everything together.
Which was a staple in all of George Romero's movies. Every one of them had a leading black actor.
Did you actually know that George Romero was, well, I would say he's almost was lynched for having a lead black actor. It was something unheard of back in, what, the 60s?
Oh yeah, no, and there were a lot of theaters that tried to ban the movie, not because of the zombies and that it was rated adult, but also because it had a black leading actor. So yeah, we could most definitely do that. If we did Night of the Living Dead, would we do all of them?
Well, I think the first one is pretty much the one that I would like to cover. Now, the remake, I actually like the remake more than the original.
You mean Night 1990, the one
Yes.
that was done by Tom Savini.
Yes. The main reason I like to point out that one is while it is a classic that's close to my zombie-loving / hating heart, it was just kind of off the wall. You had zombies that looked nothing like each other, zombies that didn't even act uniformly. You had some that are moving lifelike, some that were running. Like the very first zombie was chasing after the car, like full dead sprint.
Which later was almost rebuked by normal zombie lovers, saying that no, a true zombie is a shambler.
That's the reason I kind of like it, is because George Romero set the standards for zombie horror.
If there are rules to zombie movies, George Romero wrote them.
And his first one actually breaks a lot of the rules.
It's kind of like some of the first stuff that we did on the website, though. It kind of like an early get-go. You don't really get to the rules until later on.
Right.
Yeah, Burns, what do you want to see, dude?
Friday the 13th. And yes, all of them. And I think I would actually like to start in reverse order. The brand new, the reboot, remake. I actually really liked it.
Now, if we did that, would we do it as a Dying Breed? Would we do it as a comparison between the two, or would we do it as just the movie?
I think we do it as just a movie. I think as a remake, it's actually pretty good.
See, that's a problem. I really want to compare and contrast the two. But then again, it technically took in between the second and third film because it was Baghead Jason,
Which I don't care for.
but he became the the mask wearer, but it was kind of like the second film where it was Baghead the entire time. But he found the mask in the third film of the original series, so it's just a reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can most definitely do that. Anything else?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
really
Jason,
that's it.
Hockey mask.
Before we move on to the insignificant batter of the fat man, what's with the bobblehead?
Oh, the Voltec bubblehead?
Yeah. Do you want us to review a video game?
Maybe. I like Fallout.
So do I.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Fallout movie.
Probably not going to happen. On to you, fat man.
Okay, well, we could do video games. Now, of course, I think that takes a whole lot more work. I'd have to do more research to do it, but it is
Actually,
possible. I mean,
I would actually be interested in probably not doing videos, but there's a lot of MMOs that I've played and would like to draw comparisons. Like I'm currently doing the Star Trek Online.
oh yeah, and you've had some really good discussion about that on our private talks.
Yes,
So that would be a really good one to do. Just maybe another on the couch.
maybe, I don't know. I'll have to write some reviews about stuff.
Okay. Well, you start working on that, and we can put it together. As far as what movies I'd like to do, I'm a horror movie fanatic. Really, I am. It's my personal collection of films reaches well into the 1,000 mark easily now, and a good 70% of that is horror films. Everything from your classic black and white Dracula monster movies on up to got some of the newer stuff that just came out, like Black Xmas, Prom Night, most of the remakes that are done through there, the new Last House on the Left. Narrowing
And
it
the
down.
other 30% is pirated copies of Twilight.
Shut the car. They're not. They're not.
No. But really, I mean, narrowing it down for just one film, that's one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to do a review, because it's hard for me to just sit down and say, look, I want to do a review of this film, this is a good launching pad, let's go for it. Originally, I wanted to do Phantasm, and I still do. But I don't want to do it as my first one because that series is so true to my heart, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to give people the wrong idea because I love that series. And I've made everyone else sit and watch through them all so that way they can have some understanding of it too.
Well, my concern for when you're trying to pick out movies you want to do is you love all horror movies.
Oh, no. There are movies I hate. There are true
I
movies
cannot
I
get
hate.
you to sit down and watch a horror movie that you just do not like.
So is that the challenge then? To find a movie I don't like and rip it apart?
Yes, that's my challenge to you, sir.
Jack Frost.
Which actually brings me another point. We have our favorites list of things we want to do, but what do y'all want us to do?
Yeah.
Is there a movie out there, or perhaps a video game, comic book, what the hell ever, that you want us to analyze, rip apart, and make fun of?
I mean, and how do you want it done, too? That's the big question. I mean, in the rules and regulations, I stated how I was going to do it. It was going to be a 5-part review covering very base topics and then a final score.
I think, but your rules and regulations is not even posted on the website.
I know. I need to re-edit it, and I'm going to be putting it out probably in the next month or so because I got to refilm all my parts because I ramble. But really, do I want to do it that way? Or everyone so far really loves our skits. Should we make it more of a skit review? Or should it be where we take parts of the movie and put it inside of it or something like that? You know what? I can't make these decisions. I'm not good under pressure. How would y'all like to see it? Would you like me to do it more like a skit comedy based on something? Would you like me to do it more as like an analyzing of what this is compared to something else? Would you like me to just watch something I absolutely hate and then rant on about it for about 30 minutes like Spoonie does? How would y'all want it?
I personally like skits.
I like the skits too.
Okay, well, until I get more comments from the fans out there, I guess skit comedy is the way to go. At least, talk about things and then go, oh, wait, it wouldn't have been better if they'd done this. And then film out things for that. So if we're going to start off with something, guys, what should we start off with? What should be the first? Just pick something. Just pick some. You guys think about it right now. Which is the movie that we should start off with?
A movie we hate?
Yeah.
House of the Dead.
Oh, God, no. You couldn't.
Well, that cricket sound means it's getting late, kids.
So, wait.
House of the Dead, sounds like to me.
Really? Ball's House of the Dead? The crappy zombie movie based off the crappy game that made no sense whatsoever? Ball House of the Dead?
Yes,
Yep.
crappy movie based off the crappy game that's directed by a crappy director. And he'll probably challenge me to a boxing match after this. I don't care.
If I can bring handguns, I accept your offer.
All right. Expect within the month House of the Dead, directed by Ball.
Just look it up, fat man.
Don't cry on camera.
It's on me.
Hey, man.
Goodbye, everybody.